Okay, I was wrong about Nikola Jokic. I recently made a video where I said that he was insanely overrated, but now that I've done more research, I've realized that he might actually be the most overrated player of all time. In that video, one of my points was that when it comes to triple doubles, it's much more impressive for a 6'4" guy like Russell Westbrook to get you double-digit rebounds than it is a 7-footer like Jokic because, being tall actually helps you get rebounds. I know, right? What a hot take. Well, a big comeback to this point was that Jokic getting a lot of assists is the same thing as Westbrook getting a lot of rebounds because it's rare. You don't have a lot of big men, especially centers, getting a lot of assists. Well, no, this is just flawed logic. Just because it's rare doesn't mean it's because their height makes it harder, unlike rebounding. He says what Jokic is doing is impressive from a cerebral skill standpoint. Yes, it is. However, his height has nothing to do with it. He doesn't have to be any more cerebral or skillful than a 6-footer to make good passes. This is next level glaze. This is never before seen levels of glaze. It's honestly kind of impressive how Jokic fans can twist logic in ways we didn't even know were possible. And they do it just to glaze and say stuff like this. Meanwhile, a center is currently the best passer in the NBA. You even got videos on YouTube of people saying that Jokic is the best passer of all time. Well, let's see, he's not leading the league in assists. Maybe he's leading in advanced stats. You guys know Jokic fans love advanced stats. But also no, he's fourth in assist percentage. He's nowhere to be seen in assist ratio. And he's nowhere to be seen in assist to turnover ratio. If anything, looking at these advanced stats, you could still make an argument that 39-year-old Chris Paul is still the best passer in the league. So how in the world are these people justifying calling this man the best passer in the league, let alone of all time? I'll tell you how. They're giving him bonus points for being tall. Yes, in basketball of all sports, these people are giving him bonus points for being tall. Do you guys not realize how insane that is? That's like saying Kevin Durant is a better three-point shooter than Steph Curry. I mean, sure, Steph Curry has made more threes and shoots a better percentage from three, but Durant is 6'11". How many 6'11" people can shoot like that? Do you see how crazy that sounds? These Jokic Glazers have completely lost it. Even LeBron Glazers aren't this bad, and that's really saying something. But I've never even heard LeBron fans try to make the argument that LeBron's a better passer than guys like Chris Paul, Steve Nash, or Jason Kidd because he's 6'9" and it's rare. You would get laughed at for even implying something like that. If LeBron wants to be a better passer than Chris Paul, he has to be a better passer than Chris Paul. If Durant wants to be a better three-point shooter than Steph Curry, he has to be a better three-point shooter than Steph Curry. We don't care how tall they are. Height has nothing to do with those skills, and the same thing goes for Jokic. He doesn't get to skip over players that have averaged double-digit assists for multiple seasons when he's just now doing it for the first time, and the season isn't even over yet. You can call him something like the most unique passer of all time because he's 7 feet tall, but the best? Get out of here. Just because it's rare doesn't mean it's harder for Jokic to pass the ball. You know what the funny thing is? We know that it's harder for a 6'4" player like Westbrook to get rebounds than it is for 7-footers. I still wouldn't say that makes Westbrook the best rebounder of all time because I'm not insane, but you Jokic Glazers are just on another level. I've also been thinking because as you guys can see, I also got a lot of racially charged comments to say the least on my video about basketball. It seems that my video really struck a nerve with the low IQ population, and it got me thinking, could it be that these perpetual victims have the same nonsensical logic that rarer means harder, so in their little brains, when they see a European as good at basketball, they're more impressed because it's rarer and therefore must be harder? Is that how lowly you people think of yourselves? I don't know, food for thought. Anyways, yeah, Jokic, overrated.